Free speech is dead. And I don't mean it's dying. I don't mean it's under attack. I mean it has already been replaced by something else entirely. We were taught that free speech meant this. You could stand in the town square, say whatever you wanted, and the police wouldn't drag you away. But that definition of freedom is obsolete. It belongs to the 20th century, because in the 21st century, this is actually happening. The system found a better way to silence people. We didn't lose free speech in the public square. We lost it on private servers. Your reputation is not yours. Reputational risk is just banking language for, we don't like what you said. If your entire financial life depends on a system that hates you, you are exposed, and you know it. Today, I want to speak about why real freedom is slipping away and free speech is dead. And I don't mean it's dying. I don't mean it's under attack. I mean it has already been replaced. We were taught that free speech meant this. You could stand in the town square, say whatever you wanted, and the police wouldn't drag you away. And technically, if you read the law books in most Western countries, that's still true. The police probably won't show up because of a tweet. The government won't throw you into a physical jail cell. But that definition of freedom is obsolete. It belongs to the 20th century. Because in the 21st century, this is actually happening. The system found a better way to silence people. They learned that arrests are messy. Arrests create martyrs. They create headlines. They expose tyranny. So they upgraded the method. They realized they don't need to arrest you. They just need to starve you. Say the wrong thing, question the wrong narrative, support the wrong movement, or donate to the wrong cause. They don't put you in jail. They debank you. They cut your payment processors. They fire you from your job. They make you toxic to the economy. They obligate you to take a vaccine for your own security. This, my friends, is the new model. This is the soft gulag. Free speech is gone. And today, I'm going to show you how this system actually works, where the walls are going up, and why the only way that you can get your voice back is to move your assets, your family, your money out. To understand this, we need to understand the mechanism of silence. How does it really happen? It's usually not the government directly. In the US, the Constitution makes that difficult. In parts of Europe, laws still protect speech. So the government did something clever. They outsourced enforcement to corporations. We didn't lose free speech in the public square. We lost it on private servers. Look at your life. Where does it actually exist? Your money is not under your mattress. It's in a bank database. Your reputation is not yours. It's on LinkedIn, on Google, on centralized platforms. Your transactions, Visa, MasterCard, PayPal, Stripe, every one of them operates under terms of service. And buried inside those terms are vague phrases like reputational risk. Reputational risk is just banking language for, we don't like what you said. We saw this in Canada. Ordinary people, truckers, donors, people like you, bank accounts frozen, no trial, no judge, just a keystroke. We saw it in the UK. Nigel Farage, debanked for political views. We see it in the US. Operation Choke Point, entire industries quietly cut off from banking, firearms, crypto. If your entire financial life depends on a system that hates you, you are exposed, and you know it. That's the most effective part. You feel it when you delete a post before hitting send. You feel it at work dinners when you nod instead of speak. You censor yourself. You comply because you have to, because you are afraid you will lose too much. That isn't freedom. That's a golden cage. And you know what? The cage is shrinking. Now let's talk about what's coming. Because if you think this is bad, you haven't seen what's coming next. We are approaching the greatest threat to human liberty in the history of finance. CBDCs, central bank, digital currencies, governments everywhere The US, the EU, the UK, Australia are testing digital money. They sell it as convenience, faster, safer, efficient. But you know what? It's a Trojan horse. Cash, it's permissionless. If I hand you cash, no one can stop that exchange. A CBDC is programmable. That means the issuer sets the rules. Your money can expire. Use it or lose it. Your money can be restricted. Too much fuel this month? Decline. Your money can be behavior-based. Posted information someone didn't like? You can't buy food. You can't buy plane tickets. This is not science fiction. It's already live in China. And the infrastructure is already slowly being built in the West. And once this switch flips, censorship becomes automatic, algorithmic, no human involved, just a screen that says your transaction declined. The real problem, you're geographically trapped. If you live in the US, the UK, Canada, or Australia, your identity, your money, your taxes, and even your body all exist in one jurisdiction, a single bucket. And if that bucket tips, you will lose everything. This is why I talk about flag theory, why I talk about Paraguay, why I talk about Panama. Yes, tax efficiency matters. And frankly, paying less tax is a moral obligation when the money funds the cage. But the real goal is anti-fragility. When the system breaks, you don't. If your money is held outside your home country, they can't silence you by freezing accounts. They don't have jurisdiction. They don't have keys. When your income, residency, and assets are separated, you gain leverage. And leverage creates courage. You can't think freely if your survival depends on compliance. So how do we fix this? We build what I call the sovereign structure, or more honestly, the FU structure. Free speech requires 3 pillars, and they must be built in the right order. Pillar 1, a safe haven for your body. You need residency in a neutral country, one that doesn't care about your opinions. Paraguay and Panama are my top choices. Quiet, stable, live and let live. They don't care about your tweets. They don't care that you follow the law and contribute economically. That residency card is the escape hatch. Pillar 2, a safe haven for your assets. If you own everything personally, you're an easy target. Lawsuits, freezes, confiscation. We use the Panama Private Interest Foundation. It's not a company. It's not a trust. It's a hybrid, and it has no owners, only beneficiaries. If someone sues you for speech, they discover you own nothing. The foundation does. And Panama does not enforce foreign political judgments. It's a firewall around your life's work. Pillar 3 is a safe haven for your income. An international business structure, usually LLC, owned by the foundation. You can transact globally, use dollars or euros, without personal exposure. When these 3 are in place, residency, foundation, operating company, the fear disappears. I've seen it. Posture changes. Eyes change. Because no matter what happens, elections, culture wars, online mobs, their family is safe. Their money is safe. Their future is safe. That's real freedom. Freedom isn't a law. It isn't a promise. Freedom is being undestroyable. But I need to be honest. The window is closing. You can't build this during a crisis. You can't open foreign accounts after you're blacklisted. You can't get residency after your passport is flagged. It's 2026, folks. There are a lot of conflicts in different locations. Digital IDs are rolling out. AI censorship is being trained. The grid is coming. If you wait until you need this, you waited too long. They told you free speech was God-given. And maybe it was. But in the real world, rights only exist if you can defend them. If you want to speak freely, raise your children with your values, you must remove your wealth from their control system. That's what we do. We don't sell LLCs. We build legal fortresses for people who refuse to be silenced. If you're ready to secure freedom, in reality, go to the comments, type call. My team will reach out. We will review your situation. And if you're serious, we will help you become uncancelable. Don't wait. Don't pause until you have nothing left to say. Build the structure now. And I'll see you in the next one.